side earlier on, so it's going to be Bit setting up, I think, a smoke and then running back, so that Perfecto and Boomich can hold on to theirs a bit longer. That's all fair play. And yeah, he's back at Arch now. Looks like Electronic and Simple are doing a bit of a clever boost over on the other side to try and come up with something interesting there. Yeah, so he's up there.
Super conservative on their nade usage at Banana, though, right now, Navi. And that's given Complexity. Like, Complexity are like, cool, we have all of Banana control now. But rather than play off of that Complexity, now that they realize that they've got control over there, they're instead focusing over here. And they just, dude, I bet you game plan is just smash Bit. Like, just go and find this guy and kill him.
I mean, it's a three-man setup, like a crossfire here in middle, and Bit, ooh, he's going to line up a double kill of his own. Simple is there. So instead, they do this round, they can buy the next one. They are just filthy rich. They line up for Electronic. Oh, this time it wasn't Bit in that Arch position. And Electronic will take down two of them. And then the follow-up is there. Bit will get a little bit of revenge in this round too, taking down Blamef. And Yugi in a 1 versus 4. I like the switching around. I like the fact that they're not just running the same defense over and over again here, Navi. So let's see if Complexity figure out how to make an adjustment to this. But if Navi win this round only losing one player again, that's going to be just incredibly helpful for them. And that looked like it should have been a kill.
Looked like it. What's going on here? No, putting the pressure on, but he doesn't have the bomb. So this is the issue here. At least he has time, 50 seconds. Dominating the other one outright, that's for sure.
Alright, teammate
nice
helps him out a little bit. Yeah, trying to sacrifice some health to get an early kill. That's okay, that can be done. Bit and Simple, again, over towards the quad side of A. And Complexity, not really controlling Banana. I mean, they're sort of there, but they don't have it all cleared out. And they're waiting around for Navi to show up. Hoping that there's going to be some aggression, which we can tell is not really the case at the moment, so... Yeah.
What they need to be doing, though, is they need to be investing a bit of their utility to get Navi's utility. Because Navi are holding on to quite a bit now. Going towards the minute mark, they still have a couple of smokes, 3 smokes, you know, handful of flashes. Like, they're still pretty well equipped on Navi's side. So, would like to see Complexity start to make a bit more happen here to get that utility out of Navi. Because now you're going to go towards Banana with 50 seconds left. And if, you know, that smoke goes down... which Perfecto is holding on to. He's just jiggle peeking, waiting. This is, yeah, it's going to be tough now. 40 seconds. You need to be perfect if you're Complexity now, because you have to bomb rush this smoke.
Yeah, flashing their way through. Ooh, actually just diving into the second smoke as well. He's managed to make his way past. Config gets real close. He does turn around for the kill on Boomich, but Simple takes him down, but that actually worked out really well. It's scary when you hear that smoke going down and you have to make a call, but I like the lack of hesitation. Once they realized that was going down, they just went all in.
That's also Lady Luck kind of giving him a little bit of a wink, because if he gets caught on anything as he's running blind through 2 smokes, you know, threading that needle, if he gets caught on anything, that's it. But he manages to get through those smokes and get that shot. So good on Config. Yeah, Config, he's in there, man. He's in the mix. 8 kills so far for him. He's top fragging on the server right now. So this is a different Complexity.
Now,
just that.
Obviously, in terms of just raw math, at 40 seconds, the smoke going down,
this is going to be all out onto the A, straight up short.
They get down onto the low ground. Electronic come down from that pit. That is a position he is so good at. Another headshot rings true from him. Going to take down JKS, and yeah, look, he's just handling it all on his own. He really is a world-class player in that position, and you're getting just a glimpse into exactly why that is. Yugi... he was the one that set up the initial grenades from mid at A side towards the pit, working out really well, but it also feels like Navi have found an adjustment towards that. This is a brilliant start. Taking down Boomich, but then burning in the corner. The follow-up, maybe not so much.
Not so much. Still favorable for Complexity with 4 players on 4. I was just trying to take a look to put in context for you what you're talking about, right? If Navi get another 3 rounds, this is their weaker side, right? Again, 43% win rate on CT rounds across 7 maps. So, I mean... like, that's actually starting to get into the territory of like, oh yeah, that's a lot of Inferno to go off of. And if this is their weaker side and they come out ahead going into their stronger side, that doesn't bode well for Complexity.
No, and I mean, also Navi, definitely again an annoying team to play when they're on the T side because of how they play. So it'll be interesting. Electronic, I love this move. Pushing up all the way out of the apartments. They know what's coming. They're rotating Simple over. if this is a little bit slower for Complexity, then there's going to be 3 people inside of the B bomb side ready and waiting for them, and Electronic is going to be shooting in the back. So they don't know yet, but Complexity have been completely read and found out. And there's the smoke, this time at 30 seconds. So Complexity, they're just out of options right now. They're so close to dying, and yeah, he's shooting them just as it starts. Your heart sinks. If you're Complexity and you hear that gunfire behind you, you just know, oh man, they knew all along. They had it all mapped out.
Yeah. Yep. This is where we're running away with the rest of those halves and just pummeling you directly into the ground at the end of it. We were looking at a different situation. Yugi barely survives. 6 health on him at the end of that skirmish, and well, he is going to take a bullet to the face at the end of it, doing a lot of damage to Bit and Simple, though. This is all over the place.
Yeah, a bit of a strange start here to the 15th round. You're right, he did output some good damage in return. Rush, Config, JKS, and Blame have left. And again, gearing up for a bit of action over at the B bomb site. Perfecto sees one and is just going to instantly respond with a smoke, but they're just going to rotate Simple in. He's got another smoke of his own, and Boomich out of grenades, though. But once again, they've evacuated the rest of the map and are setting up for a B hit, which if you do it now, maybe that's fine, but if you wait too long, you're going to be risking the fact that something similar can happen. Ooh, they actually catch Simple. That's not bad. Boomich going down next, and Perfecto going to get traded as well. JKS with an important kill. And that's looking very good. And there was nothing even special really going on. I think they just got the perfect timing against Simple, who had the wrong gun out. Blame F is waiting up here, and the grenade won't even really distract him. Another one falling.
Not that much opportunity to shine on Navi's side either. So, I mean, if you start getting JKS online, things can get real interesting here.
Wow. Yugi flashed through to try and take that fight. He does end up going down, but I'm not going to lie, I think that's kind of impressive. He's up against Navi. For all he knows, you know, well, Simple actually was opening on the other side, but just it takes something to try and make that kind of a play happen. And he had the right idea, but does go down. So in your first rifle round, you give away the AWP, and now you're 4 versus 5. It's not going to feel that great if you end up losing this round. Again, I really admire that kind of play. I think it's usually easier to make that kind of play if you're coming off of a huge, you know, you just won 5 rounds in a row. You already feel like it's, you know, but just rolling, it's great. Doing it this early on in the half, that can be, I think, a bit more tricky. So, fair play.
Showing some grit.
Now, they're also very low on grenades, which is maybe another reason why you want to play aggressive early in a round, because you know that late in a round, you're not going to have the grenades to hold them back, so you might as well try and get an early advantage. Of course, when it backfires, it feels even worse. Now you're going to be late in the round, and you can't even really put up any defense. And this is a fake, isn't it?
Yeah. Just trying to draw some attention over here. Boomich making some noise. And in the meantime, Rush, he's about to get greeted, although he's got help from Config. Pretty sure Electronic heard that footstep as well. So let's see. There's the peek. Rush is going to go for it. Gets that kill. He's got Config to help him out. No, Config is backed off. He is on his own. Perfecto gets that headshot, and now it's all on Config. And Config, you'd better come up with the goods.
How? Oh, wait. 15 seconds. He could have done it if he could have got that kill, and I think it's very low percentage chance, but the time actually maybe could have made that possible.
Yeah.
That's so scary. And again, just the lack of grenades there on Complexity, like no Molotovs to buy.
This is how you do it. Get in there fast, top banana, no fear, run in, just challenge them. And JKS trades it out, but you've still got Electronic. BlameF holds the line, though. Takes down Electronic, and it's all on Simple. And BlameF gets the second kill. He's doing all the work. That's what had to happen if Complexity were going to have a chance. Had to be their leader. BlameF. What a beast.
That's so well done. Okay, M4, A4, I mean, against all of the AKs there, not necessarily that easy. And Navi, they were so close to the bomb site. I actually thought, you know, one good flashbang would set that up for them, but they just wanted to take that fight straight up, and I'm presumably thinking that they could just sort of overpower it in the end. Didn't really work out that way. Bit now in a 1 versus 4, and yeah, round is secure for Complexity, but securing the rifles is very, very important right now. Don't lose anyone else. Like any death right now on the Complexity side, and that could very easily spiral into a problem at sort of the end of the game.
The economic game here.
Yeah.
I thought that they would try and commit a few more nades to top banana and to banana in general, you know, to stop Navi, but they're still holding it back. Config taking Electronic and Apartments is huge, though. There's the man advantage for Complexity, and they still have plenty of nades to work with. Change of pace coming in here from Navi, though. This is looking like they just want to hit that B site, and things are going to get real interesting. Bit is going to make some noise over here towards A, and they are ready for it. This is going to have to turn into the hit. They got to pull the trigger.
Yeah, and they might even be too late. Config finding Bit over on that side. For all Navi know, he went and looked out the window and saw no one else in mid and second mid, so I don't know. They're very much just on an island here. On top banana. I don't know how you get out of this one. Get the clean entry on JKS. You have to find your way through. They've smoked him off for the minute. More smokes and Simple actually just running all the way through to catch people. They did hear him. I think Rush must have heard the footsteps there, but that was about to be brilliant. If he could have got that, that would have been exciting. 35 seconds, and I think Navi, I don't even know what you do at this point in time. They are low enough on money that if you get another couple of kills in this round, it's actually still kind of worth it, and you can still buy in the next one. But otherwise, in this scenario, sometimes you would just save this and say, all right, whatever.
Yeah, why not? Boomich, I mean, Boomich Perfecto. The money is still there for Navi, but it's not terrific. It's not like everybody's floating 10K. So, you know, you save these 2 AKs, you get nades next round, and then you just keep rolling right now. So, Navi, this is the thing, you know, it's worthwhile to point out that...
Yeah. Smoke off JKS, they could essentially leave, and especially because JKS has the AWP, for him to push through the smoke to help out Blameth, that's going to be very hard to do. So if they've realized that, and I'm sure they know that JKS is probably playing that position, go for it and leave Blameth to fight on his own. Already a couple of smokes coming in. JKS is actually pushed in front of it, which again is really important because Blameth is alone and he's going to get shot down by Boomich. And I mean, JKS, I'm impressed that he sticks around. It's so brilliant to try and do that. And Yugi taking down Electronic. So in spite of a very, very good idea for Navi, it's actually Complexity to come out on top there in a 4-on-3 now, but the bomb is down.
Bomb is down, but look at all the nades that Complexity have to work with here. Config is late to the party, but he was just worried about there being a flank towards mid. It is still Bit who's going to be holding on to Banana, but he's got all that way to cover. The rest of his teammates now starting to make their moves, though. They've got all these nades, and there's Yugi, point blank, taking down Bit, traded by Simple, but it's still a man advantage, although Simple has something to say about that. Simple with the triple! Again, taking him out. It's all on Config versus Simple. Now 1 versus 1, everything on the line. Config, all the pressure. An hour's worth of, you know, minimum, right?
Yeah. I'll catch up one of these days. Simple flashed away from the middle. Electronic is certainly ready to try and put on a little bit of a show here. Ooh, and they actually catch the boost out. Now, think of Complexity hitting that quad side towards the pit and the A-bomb side. That's not something we've seen out of Navi yet. So, I mean, that's something maybe they're just saving it to try and do that a little bit later on. They've been really, really trying to get that banana fight, and they've been, I mean, they're getting that B-bomb side a lot. So, wait, Yuki's burning alive. How is he... He's just sitting inside of the fire hoping for a fight. And JKS is alone.
Yeah, they've been red hard. And JKS, he got that kill last round, but this is such an impossible task for him. Oh, if only he had an M4. If only he'd had an M4 in this situation. And again, actually, this is reminding me very much of a... what was it, a point that either Maniac or Pimp made on the desk in terms of, I think it was Pimp, made the desk in terms of like, why is it that you actually go for the double AWP? You know, you're expecting a more duel heavy kind of approach. You're expecting more 1v1s, and so you just get those ops in. But what we see out of Navi is a lot of execute heavy stuff, a lot of group play, where they try to move in together, and then Simple's there to mop up. And, you know, these ops aren't necessarily working out. It's the same thing that we saw in Mirage.
Well, also, I mean, there are some of the different maps that you might see later on. I mean, like Mirage is one of those maps where even then, you know, you can throw, let's say it's a bomb side of Mirage.
Through here, like,
here we go.
And Boomich moving on up.
Yeah, wrapping around Arch. Oh, and Rush, actually. That's a massive kill. Blameth goes down, and Boomich toying a little bit with Rush, but he's going to fall back in as JKS also picks up a kill. He's alone on the bomb site, and nice kill. That's a grenade on Bit from Config. That cools everything right down. I think if Rush dies in this particular round, I think that A-bomb side probably falls. But now, they're going to try and go towards JKS, and he's got exactly the right idea. He's got this lined up. Are they going to try and run boost their way into it? Nope. Well, they did, but the run boost at least didn't jump them past. They're still going to make it in here, but they're on a very tough mission. And JKS, I think he knows. Staying alive is the main mission. Config did not get that message, but I think actually JKS is smart for not fighting, because he knows they'd already run past and, you know, could have been tempted to go for it. Out in the open, Boomich with a little bit of spray. 2 are left, and he's not even reloading. Yeah, back around the corner. There's the AK out instead, and they're right behind him. 1 versus 2. They line up. He's going to take the face off of JKS, and now Yugi on the other side. Now he has got a kit. He's going to go straight for it. I think Boomich is going to be too late, and Yugi... Here. Navi have set themselves up to win the series right here. If they win this round, Complexity are completely broke, and Navi are going to be just fine no matter how many rifles they lose. So this is very alarming, isn't it? Bit sneaking up. Is he going to check the corner? Oh, out of the... I mean, I don't know. That could well have been a resolution, or just his eyes were somewhere else, but that was an important kill to get. Instead, they're going to lose control of this side of the map. And again, they're just stuck out here on Banana with no real chance to reclaim the rest of the map. So it's going to be on JKS. I'm kind of shocked that Blamef isn't at least moving closer. They're leaving it all up to him, and the Molotovs are going to rain down on top of him. He doesn't have a smoke to put it out, so if it spreads, he's in trouble. He peeks into it, does get the kill on Perfecto. A lot more damage. JKS with a big double. That is huge. And they're going to go pick up the bomb, but still, he did everything and then some.
Yeah, that's everything he needed to do right there. And, you know, talk about coming alive when his team needed it most. Electronic. Oh, there it is. Double headshots. And it's